you so much. This is very important today day. And everybody, thank you. Rajabhaiya and Krishna, Thammudu Ujjwal, thank you Nana, thank you so much. Sudarshan garu going to explain.
Right now, I'm handing over the mic to Mr. Sudarshan Sharma garu, who will speak about the importance of Om in yoga. Beautiful.
Om Namah Pranavastaya Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prasantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Thanks for this opportunity. You have given a subject to me at a very limited time. I hope I will do some justice to this because it involves a very deep spiritual connotation. Beyond the scope of today's event. But at the same time, it is very important for us to know that what we are doing, what we have started doing should lead to a much higher purpose of this human life. Two things seemingly different we are going to take up the next 10 minutes. The first one is yoga as it is. The second one is the pranavam, that is the Om sound or vibration. How these are interconnected. Yoga, the very word comes from a bijam, that is a seed word of yuj in Sanskrit. It means the unity or unifying with what? Unifying the individual consciousness, that is the jiva, that is us, to the universal consciousness that we call as Brahma. Jiva Brahma Ikyam. And the process itself is called as yoga. What we practice with all the postures, 80 plus postures, is a subset of the much comprehensive yoga. This is called as Hatha Yoga. The purpose of the Hatha Yoga itself is to regulate the body and mind. But the purpose of yoga is to unify us with the whole creation. We can call it as nature or universe, universal consciousness, whatever it is. In our culture, we call it as Brahma. This is beyond any religion. This is a much higher spiritual plane, applicable to all the creations. The yoga word is used in Bhagavad Gita in all the 18 chapters. Every chapter ends with the word yoga. Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Vishada Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. So every chapter ends with yoga. Everything is yoga. Yoga is a process of the unity between the individual consciousness and the universal consciousness. So the Om Shabdam or Pranavam is the primordial vibration from which everything originated. And that is why in this path of yoga, Om is used in everything, even in religious things, in our culture. Every small thing starts with, even in our worship, the word Om. Why? Just to stress on a daily basis, just to stress the importance of it. How important it is for our own being. How it will help us in going beyond, thinking beyond our shell of this body and mind and intellect, and then think towards the universal consciousness or the Brahma, and then slowly move towards that, and sometime in our journey we will cross beyond the limitation of this. So that is the purpose in everything. If you see, you go to a temple or even a small puja at home, everything starts with Om. And it is Pranavam, It is called as Pranavam for a reason. Pranavam comes from prana. What is prana? Usually we mistake that for the breath. No. Breath is also called as prana, but prana is the being itself. The antaratma within us. That is called as prana. So the Om, the Pranava Shabdam is the representative of the divinity or the consciousness, universal consciousness or the Brahman that is given to us. So when we do the yoga, we start with Hatha Yoga and let us all chant together one time. Okay, you might be knowing, but it should last as long as we can, as long as we can hold our breath. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Our gardener has said about Mr. Sam Joshi. He said, Sam has the experience, passion, and vision needed to unite Edison and continue its role as one of New Jersey's most thriving of diverse communities. His vision is to bring communities together, learn from each other, and appreciate each other. As a mayor of Edison, he is definitely going to make a difference in people's lives, and I'm sure we are in accelerated progress with him. Thank you, Mr. Sam.
Thank you, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here right now. And it's also very hard to top everything that he said because it was so descriptive. And quite frankly, I don't know as much as he knows. He's probably the most knowledgeable in this regard. But I will say this much. I'm going to tie yoga and meditation together for a moment and the importance behind it in my personal experience. Prior to becoming mayor, when I won the election last year, even 4 years before that, in 2017, I was just running to be a council member, 1 out of 7 council members. And at the time, I was 26 years old. It was my very first general election that I was running in. And it was, honestly, it was as stressful as you can possibly imagine with the amount of pressure for so many different reasons. It was the first governor's race, so many things, and I was also the youngest on the council. But I'm telling you the story because I was pulled aside in a part of Edison, and a very religious group of people came up to me and then said, "You look stressed. Why don't you try to meditate and do yoga for 5 to 10 minutes?" And I said, "No, it's okay, it's okay." But it was my whole team, and everyone decided, "Sam, you should go." So I went with everyone. We all sat for about 15 minutes. We ended up doing light meditation, and we did a little bit of yoga. And I cannot tell you, to this day, even though that was 5 years ago, those are the most peaceful moments that I have ever had. And despite all the noise that was going around me, it felt like I was in a whole different world. I repeated the same thing this past November, 4 years later, again during my election cycle. And once again, it was the most peaceful moment. And what I learned is that I have to continue this, and I have to meditate and also practice yoga at home by myself. The other lesson I learned from this is that the mind is so incredibly powerful that despite the fact that you can be awake, I mean, think about this for a moment, we almost take it for granted. Despite the fact that you can be fully awake and functioning and sitting upright just in the positions that you are, by closing your minds, you can turn the rest of your body off, check yourself out, and go into a complete oasis and truly feel connected to your spirituality and connected to your body, mind, and soul. We have to, it's our responsibility to also open up the doors and show other cultures what yoga really is about. And that is the way that we can understand each other. And the peace that we feel in this room, that vibration can be felt elsewhere. And if we do it just here in Edison, we can feel that vibration in New Jersey and the rest of the US too. I truly believe this in all my heart. Thank you very much for having me here today.
Thank you, Sam.
Now bring your hands in front of your chest. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now. Inhale, bring your leg back to center. Exhale, bring your leg back. Chin pointing to the ceiling. Inhale to center. Exhale. Right ear to right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale. Left ear to left shoulder. And exhale. One more time, right to left. Inhale. And exhale. Now bring your hands onto your shoulders. Bring your elbows together. Rotate your shoulders front to back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just all the way to back where your right hand comes to your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale to all the way to right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist left again. Bring your hands forward. And keep your knees just below, behind your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. All the way down. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 1. Bring your heels down. Or left hand. Whatever works for you. Okay? Hands in prayer pose. You stay here. If you feel balanced, raise your hands above your head in prayer pose, or you can keep your hands straight. There are so many variations. Just raise your legs up about 45 degrees and stay there. Breathe in, breathe out. You can have your pointed toes and flex your feet, stay there. Bring your feet down. Now raise your feet up in the air in a 90-degree angle in half plow pose. Flex your feet, stay there. Now pointed toes, inhale, exhale, slowly bring your feet down. Your shoulders stay on the mat and turn your head to right. Breathe in, breathe out. Now inhale, bring your knees to center. Exhale, bring your knees to right and turn your head to left. This time, breathe in, breathe out. Feet to the corners of the mat, ankles hanging to the side. Your hands by the side, palms facing forward. Move your neck side to side. Come to a center where it feels comfortable. Slowly release all the tension from your neck and shoulders. Relax your face, your forehead, cheeks. Soften your jaw, relax your chin. Slowly bring your feet together, hands above your head. Stretch your feet below, hands above. Inhale, exhale, release with a gentle ha sound. One more time, inhale and exhale. Bring your hands by the side, bend your knees, turn to your right. And slowly come up to sitting. Okay? Now, use your thumb to open and close your right nostril. Use your ring finger to open and close your left nostril. So, close your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale on a count of 3 from your left nostril. Close your left nostril. Exhale from right on a count of 6. Inhale for 3 from right. Close your right nostril and exhale for 6 from left.
If you can tap into it, if we can all tap into it, it will help. We need that glucose in our system. We need that glucose in our muscles. We need that glucose in our brain, not sitting in our head. Okay? And with this, I think I'm going to refer back to Dr. Rima. If anyone has any questions, you can ask me at the end of the whole thing. I'm here until the end. Okay?
నా పేరు డాక్టర్ విజయానిమ్మ అండి. నేను ఇక్కడ సాయి దత్త పీఠంలో యోగా టీచర్గా ఉన్నాను. గురుకులంకి టీచ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాను. ఈరోజు మేమందరం ఇక్కడ కలిసి ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యోగా డే సెలబ్రేట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాము. ఎడిసన్ మేయర్ గారు చీఫ్ గెస్ట్గా వచ్చారు ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి. అండ్ ఆల్సో వీ హ్యావ్ లేడ్ అవుట్ చాలా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ పెట్టాము వేర్ హెల్త్ అవేర్నెస్ టువర్డ్స్ సర్టన్ మెడికల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, ఎస్పెషలీ డయాబెటీస్ గురించి చాలా కామన్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ అది. సో వీ హ్యావ్ దాట్. ఆయుర్వేద ఇంపార్టెన్స్ గురించి ఇట్స్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ యోగా కాబట్టి అది కూడా ఒకటి ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసాం ఈ ప్రోగ్రాంలో. ఆల్సో ఫిజికల్ థెరపీ అండ్ యోగా ఎలా రిలేటెడ్ అన్నది టాపిక్ పెట్టాము. యోగా యాజ్ యు నో అందరికి ఇట్స్ మంచి ఆరోగ్యాని కోసం మీరు చేయాలి. యోగా అండ్ మెడిటేషన్ ఇట్స్ కనెక్ట్స్ మైండ్, బాడీ అండ్ సోల్. మై మెయిన్ ఎయిమ్ is to promote yoga, which I've been doing. I've been associated with Sai Datta Peetham for past 7 years, and I've been relentlessly teaching yoga classes every day morning 6:30 a.m. ki jarugutayi. I hope everybody can use these services.
Thank you everyone for coming out today. It was incredibly wonderful to see and celebrate International Yoga Day right here at Sai Datta Peetham in Edison, New Jersey. I can't express to you enough how important it is to celebrate International Yoga Day, as this brings so much peace to the body, mind, and soul. And it is wonderful that we are practicing right here in Edison at Sai Datta Peetham. We did a terrific job of explaining what yoga is, how it impacts the body, how we can all personally benefit from it, and how we can also express this to everyone else as well. I'm going to pass the mic off to representatives from the Mandir and Temple as well.
సాయిరామ్, శ్రీమాత్రే నమః. అందరికి కూడా ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యోగా డే శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాం. మన సాయి దత్తపీఠం శ్రీ సర్వవిష్ణు టెంపుల్ తరపు నుంచి మనం గత 8 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి కూడా కంటిన్యూ మన విజయ నిమ్మ గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో ఆవిడ టీచింగ్లో యోగా కంటిన్యూ చేస్తూనే ఉన్నాం. చిన్నగా మొదలుపెట్టాం. అలాంటిది ఈ రోజున యోగా డే రోజు 60 మెంబర్స్ రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకొని యోగా కార్యక్రమం జరుగుతుంది. దానికి ఎంతోమంది పెద్దలు వచ్చారు. వాళ్ళు ముఖ్యంగా మా యంగ్ స్టార్ అని చెబుతాం అలాంటి శ్యామ్ జోషి మేయర్ గారు రావటం, అలాగే దాంతోపాటు లోకల్ లీడర్స్ చాలామంది వచ్చారు. మా ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ డైరెక్టర్స్ అందరి సమక్షంలో ఎంతో చక్కగా ఈరోజు యోగా నిర్ణయించుకున్నాం. దీన్ని కంటిన్యూ చేస్తూ ఎవ్రీడే కూడా మేము ఇక్కడ క్లాసెస్ నిర్వహిస్తున్నాం. కాబట్టి ఇలాంటి ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని దీనికి పూజలు దేవుడికి అనుకుంటే కూడా యోగాని చాలా ముఖ్యం, మెడిటేషన్ అనేది చాలా ముఖ్యం. కాబట్టి అందరూ కూడా దీన్ని ఫాలో అవ్వాలని, మనకి మనశ్శాంతి అంటాం, ఎంత స్ట్రెస్ ఉన్నా తగ్గడానికి యోగా చాలా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. కాబట్టి ప్రతి ఒక్కరిని నా రిక్వెస్ట్, కంపల్సరీ యోగా చేయండి, మెడిటేషన్ చేయండి. అలాగే మా అమ్మవారి అనుగ్రహం, బాబా అనుగ్రహం మీకు ఎల్లవేళలా ఉండాలని మరొకసారి అందరికీ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యోగా డే శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. సాయి దత్తపీఠం శ్రీ సర్వవిష్ణు టెంపుల్ తరపు నుంచి. సాయిరామ్, శ్రీమాత్రే నమః.
Please subscribe to
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
JAISWARAAJYA TV.
Please subscribe to Swaraajya TV.
Please sign in Ublood.
Please sign up for Ublood.
Ublood యాప్ సైన్ ఇన్ అవ్వండి, రక్తదానం చేయండి.